Kisame Hoshigaki is one of the strongest ninjas in all of Naruto. Now that is a factual claim. What if I tell you he's a perfect Jinchuriki? Are you going to be like, I'm clicking up this video? No, listen to me. Yeah, I could say he's a tailless tailed beast, but that would be too easy. Now what is easy is hitting the like button, hitting subscribe, and turning those post notifications on. You don't want to miss a video. We're going to be posting all the time on this channel, and strictly anime, well, a little bit of manga too as well. To talk about Kisame, you have to talk about his famous sword, the Samahara. This is a sentient being sword that has a tail, and it is a beast much like the other tailed beasts that come from Hagoromo, and all chakra does come from Hagoromo, and this is no exception here, so we can talk about this theory, and it doesn't sound too far-fetched. Samahara performs the same functions as tailed beasts, constantly flowing Kisame's chakra network with new chakra, so he's impervious to genjutsu, Itachi being a whole different story, but also his tail is the hilt. As you can see, he grabs it, and you see my guy, he tries to grab it, and the dude's like, no, you're not touching me. And then his scales, which absorbs chakra and also rips through enemies, is actually his scales, similar to other tailed beasts. If Samahara fuses with its user, the stamina, the chakra, and the physical condition will be replenished fully. When I was reading this theory, I was like, this sounds really familiar, like Killer Bee and Naruto hitting their perfect Jinchuriki. All their chakra, their stamina, and their well-being is fully restored once they fuse with their tailed beast. Now, you may already know this, but Samahara is a separate being from Kisame. As you can see, Samahara picks Killer Bee over Kisame, and we can see that, and he is a viable substitute for a tailed beast. Let's go back to our main man, Kisame, and we can look at his base stats. He's a freak of nature. He's considered the tailless tailed beast, much like every other Jinchuriki, and that's why so many Jinchuriki are Uzumakis. Maido, Kushina, and Naruto all have freakish stats at their base level before even becoming Jinchuriki. Their chakra levels are out the freaking roof. You can look at Gaara as another example of a freakish person at the base stat level to become a Jinchuriki. Now, he wasn't a perfect Jinchuriki by any means. He was the son of the former Kazekage, Raza. Wait, why did I say his name like that? Like Raza! What the hell am I doing? But anyways, most of the Jinchuriki have a base stat that is ridiculous. You can look at Killer Bee as a prime example. This man was a freak in nature, just walking out the womb, and not including his raps, of course. I don't want to leave out one of my favorite characters and my favorite Jinchuriki, the Two Tails perfect Jinchuriki, Yukito, who is a freak of nature, one of the best kunoichi that we do not talk about, who became a perfect Jinchuriki, trapped two Akatsuki members, and fought their, she died, but like, she lost to Hidan and Kakatsu, which I mean Asuma did too, but that's neither here or there. She's a freak of nature as well. Another freak of nature that a lot of people don't talk about, who is also considered a perfect Jinchuriki, was Yagura, the former Mizukage, who fought Itachi, and Juzo Biwa, yeah, the former Seven Swordsmen as well, who was the first partner of Itachi. He killed the first, he killed that guy, but Yagura honestly pretty much overpowered both of them until Itachi was like, Amaterasu, so that perfect Jinchuriki was also a freak of nature. Now I digress. Kisame is so powerful at 30% of his strength as a clone, he made my guy, that Madara was like, you are the strongest ninja, going to 7th gate. This is 30% of his strength, my guy. It has been said Kisame has the most chakra in the Akatsuki, and this is the same Akatsuki that has Nagato, who Madara deemed worthy enough to have his Rinnegan because he had enough chakra. Imagine if Kisame had a Rinnegan. We would have no hope. Kisame is literally a powerhouse. Put Rinnegan in him, the world's over. I'm sorry. The same Kisame that was beating on the second most powerful Jinchuriki of all time until Samahara was like, I'ma switch sides. This chakra, chef kiss, baby. Kisame's physical stats are ridiculous. This man is probably one of the tallest members in all of Naruto and was manhandling Asuma, and Asuma's built like a tight end from the NFL. Kisame had physical traits stronger than anybody. He had stamina like nobody has seen before, and his speed was arguably rival of my guy, again at 30%. Keep that in mind. This man's durability was second to none. He literally survived a level 2 lariat from the Killer Bee, the yo guy. Yeah, he went, yeah, and the dude was like, is that all you got? Is that it? Because I got more time. I got time. I think one of the most impressive feats of all time of Kisame is when he breaks out of the wood restraints from Yamato, which is literally chakra absorbing. He had so much chakra that it didn't bother him. He just broke out, put himself in a water bubble, which is the most OG thing I've ever seen in any anime, where he kills himself because he didn't want things leaked. Kisame is one of my favorite characters based on how loyal he is, but we haven't even got to the meat and potatoes of this whole conspiracy, this whole theory. I'm sorry guys, let me calm down. When I start talking about Naruto things, I get a little bit excited. The inner nerd, the inner weeb comes out in me, and I'm just like, Naruto, 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 anime, 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 manga, manga, manga. It just comes out of me. I'm sorry, guys. Did you know Samahara and Kisame actually have a few phases? The first one just replenishes strength and heals him from all of his injuries, but the second phase makes him more of a shark creature and allows him to grow gills. Well, kind of already had gills, but more gills that allow him to breathe underwater, which he uses in full effect in the water prison shark dance. That is a huge mouthful, and I'm not talking about a mouthful of sharks. Pause. Listen, he uses this in full effect because now he can breathe underwater, and where he moves, the water prison moves. And you saw that against Killer B. Killer B was hopeless, and he's an octopus. A literal octopus. This gives a similar effect to a Kekkei Genkai, similar to Gaara's magnetic release with Shukaku, and similar to Roshi and his Jinchuriki with the lava style. When we were in the war arc, you could see that Killer B and Eight Tails could switch places, where Eight Tails was in full effect of the cognitive functions, and even with Naruto and Kurama can switch places. And this is very similar to Samahara and Kisame. Kisame actually can go inside of Samahara and be undetected to any sensory ninja. Also, Kisame with Samahara can be a full range sensory type ninja. Kisame was actually a master of water release techniques, which you already know. I don't have to explain that to you, but did you know he was also a master at earth release, actually burrowing underground much like a shark and having the fin of the Samahara? If you played Shinobi Striker, this is called Subterranean Voyage. Now, we're not playing Shinobi Strikers today, but listen to me right now. Kisame was so strong, him entering the battle could change a battlefield. He was also like a solo cure for the Akatsuki. They would just send him after any Jinchuriki because they knew he was going to go get him. He was stronger than the most powerful Jinchurikis, even the second most powerful Jinchuriki. Probably could have soloed Naruto on the low, but we're not trying to get into that debate, are we? A lot of the Jinchuriki will take on the powers of their tailed beasts. As an example, Gaara with the magnetic release, Roshi with the lava style, Fu with the seven tails, and so on and so on. And the prime example is Killer B. He mostly fought with the eight tails and used his powers, and that's no different with Kisame. He used a lot of water techniques and a lot of chakra absorbing techniques because that's what Kisame did, and Kisame and him used their power together much like every other Jinchuriki. Guys, if you like these type of videos, let me know down in the comments below. What else would you like to see, and what other Naruto characters would you want me to do a video on? And we won't only just do Naruto. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, don't be a stranger. Peace.
Everybody stand up. I get a voice, it's on the stand up.